sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Throw out wide is incomplete. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Sanders. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Mayfield.
At the Raiders' 29.
That's complete to his receiver, Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mayfield wants to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the
And again, it's Mayfield. Out quickly to Jeudy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Mayfield. This is caught. In for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. They'll go again with Genty. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Brown the motion man right.
First down.
On first down, it's Genty. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up second and
From the gun, it's Shador. And this is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd and 5.
To throw is Sanders.
Smiling face with smiling eyes.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this out past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On a jet sweep, this is Dell. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Here's 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Such a costly interception. Nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Buccaneers.
Open man right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pushing his way through. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
9 yards to go.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught offside by Judy. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Complete to Jerry Judy. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, Mayfield. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalton Schultz ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Shifts by him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Raiders.
Once again, it's Genty. And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the cutback. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Raider 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Las Vegas 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. From the shotgun, Sanders. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And part of the defensive back from almost a physical reaction, watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 6.
Here's Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it this time. This will be caught. Judy. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Buccaneers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This to Laporta, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers.
They'll run it with Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll take this and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
for a first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
It's a gain of a yard.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. And they'll try it now with Irving. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Buccaneers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Saluting face.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers.
Game plan looking solid with more starters.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Now Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Jacob Parrish on the coverage.
A run up the middle with Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Short completion, just 4 yards. That brings up third and a full 10 yards. Throwing, Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Raider first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Bucs offense and Jerry Jeudy ready to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Mayfield now. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Bingham. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
to the air is Gabriel. And the Raiders have got him. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun here, Gabriel. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Browning providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Take it at the 37. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. Yeah, the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. A run here on first down with Reynolds. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Gabriel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Gabriel. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing now, Gabriel. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 23.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Las Vegas, first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now it's Gabriel. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Gabriel looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, Gabriel. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
27. Raiders 20.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Gabriel. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Baron Browning able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he's going to go down again. Baron Browning. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Villa. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
A gain of 14. First down,
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now he's going to step up and run. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching? And the pressure gets to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones will try and run with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Daniel Jones, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bingham. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Gabriel. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
10 yards on the pickup.
And that's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Gabriel from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Baron Browning. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Allen. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a first set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. They'll try the left side. Bingham. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Bingham. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some.
Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
He was covered by Antoine
Jones. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.